Welcome to AgeWise, where wisdom meets inspiration and every day brings a new chance to celebrate the art of growing older. Have you ever felt that one book could spark fresh ideas and open up unexpected paths in your life? Today, we invite you on a journey through 7 outstanding books, each offering thoughtful guidance and unique insights to help you enjoy your golden years with renewed passion. As you listen, allow these stories to light a spark within you, inviting fresh perspectives on how simple changes can brighten each day. Stay with us to discover how these works have touched countless lives and may inspire your own journey toward a richer, more fulfilling future. Book number 1, Being Mortal by Atul Gawande. Aging is often seen as something to resist, a battle to be fought with medicine and technology. But what if the real goal is not just to live longer, but to live better? Being Mortal by Atul Gawande explores this idea with a depth that challenges everything we think we know about growing older. Gawande, a surgeon, shares powerful and deeply personal stories from his own experiences in medicine. He reveals the difficult conversations doctors and families face when deciding between aggressive treatments and a more patient-centered approach that prioritizes quality of life. Too often, medical care focuses solely on prolonging life, even when those extra days or months come at the cost of dignity, independence, and personal choice. He argues that instead of treating aging as a condition to be fixed, we should focus on making the later years as fulfilling and comfortable as possible. Through the stories of his patients, his own family, and medical professionals grappling with these tough decisions, Gawande illustrates the profound impact that compassionate, individualized care can have. He delves into the rise of assisted living facilities, palliative care, and hospice services, highlighting how these approaches shift the focus from simply keeping a person alive to ensuring they live well. He does not just discuss theory. He shows real examples of how shifting priorities can bring peace and fulfillment, even in the final stages of life. This book does not promote giving up on medical care. It encourages taking control. It urges people to ask the right questions, make informed choices, and define for themselves what a meaningful life looks like. Whether for ourselves or for our loved ones, Being Mortal provides a new way of thinking about aging, one that values autonomy, purpose, and dignity over endless medical interventions. Because in the end, the most important thing is not how long we live, but how well we live. Book number 2, The Blue Zones by Dan Buettner. What if the secret to a longer, healthier life was not found in expensive treatments or genetic luck, but in everyday habits? The Blue Zones by Dan Buettner uncovers the lifestyles of the longest living people on Earth, offering practical insights that anyone can apply to improve their own well-being. Buettner, a National Geographic explorer and researcher, traveled to regions where people regularly live past 100 years while maintaining good health and a strong sense of purpose. These places, known as Blue Zones, include Okinawa in Japan, Sardinia in Italy, Icaria in Greece, Nicoya in Costa Rica, and Loma Linda in California. Despite being separated by geography and culture, these communities share common lifestyle patterns that contribute to their longevity. One of the most striking findings is that longevity is not about extreme diets, supplements, or rigid exercise routines. Instead, it is about natural movement, eating whole, plant-based foods, maintaining close social bonds, and having a strong sense of purpose. In Okinawa, elders stay physically active through gardening and walking rather than structured workouts. In Sardinia, tight-knit families and a tradition of daily laughter contribute to lower stress levels. In Icaria, an island where dementia is almost non-existent, a midday nap and a relaxed approach to time help reduce chronic stress. Buettner's research shows that longevity is not just about living longer, it is about living better. People in these blue zones do not just survive into old age. They thrive, remaining engaged in their communities, continuing to work in ways that bring them joy, and enjoying strong social support. The book does not just present these findings as an interesting study. It provides actionable insights that anyone can apply. Simple changes like prioritizing whole foods, staying active through daily movement, building strong relationships, and finding a sense of purpose can significantly improve both lifespan and quality of life. By understanding and incorporating the principles of the blue zones, aging becomes less about decline and more about continued growth, fulfillment, and well-being. This book is an invitation to rethink the way we approach health and longevity, proving that small, meaningful choices can lead to a vibrant and rewarding life well into old age. Book number 3, The Art of Aging by Sherwin B. Nuland. Aging is often portrayed as a process of decline, but what if it is actually an opportunity for growth? The Art of Aging by Sherwin B. Nuland challenges the idea that getting older is something to fear. Instead, he presents it as a stage of life that, when embraced with the right mindset, can be filled with meaning, wisdom, and even joy. Nuland, a surgeon and medical historian, draws from both science and personal experience to explore how the body and mind change with age. He does not shy away from the realities of aging, the physical limitations, the loss of loved ones, and the adjustments that come with time, but he reframes them in a way that encourages acceptance rather than resistance. He argues that the key to aging well is not trying to hold on to youth, but adapting with grace, keeping the mind active, and maintaining a sense of purpose. A central theme of the book is the mind-body connection. Nuland emphasizes that how we think about aging directly impacts how we experience it. Those who accept and adapt to the changes of later life tend to be happier and healthier than those who fight against them. He also highlights the importance of relationships, intellectual engagement, and meaningful activities in maintaining mental and emotional well-being. One of the most powerful aspects of this book is its message of empowerment. Instead of viewing aging as something that happens to us, Nuland encourages seeing it as something we actively shape. He reminds us that even as the body slows down, the ability to learn, create, and contribute never disappears. There is beauty in experience, strength in resilience, and fulfillment in embracing this chapter with open arms. The Art of Aging is not about denying the passage of time. It is about redefining it. By shifting our perspective and focusing on what truly matters, we can make the later years not just bearable, but deeply rewarding. Book number 4, Aging as a Spiritual Practice by Richmond. Aging is more than a physical process. It is an emotional and spiritual journey that requires adaptation, acceptance, and self-reflection. Aging as a Spiritual Practice by Richmond offers a perspective that goes beyond the physical changes of growing older. It explores how mindfulness, gratitude, and inner peace can transform the experience of aging into one of wisdom and fulfillment. Richmond, a Buddhist teacher and former Zen monk, weaves together personal stories, Buddhist teachings, and scientific insights to show how aging can be embraced rather than feared. He describes aging as a series of awakenings, moments when we recognize change, loss, or limitation, but also moments of newfound appreciation for life. Each stage of aging brings challenges, but also opportunities to deepen our understanding of ourselves and our place in the world. A central theme of the book is mindfulness. Richmond explains how staying present in each moment, rather than worrying about the past or the future, can ease anxiety and bring a sense of calm. He introduces simple meditation and breathing exercises that help cultivate resilience and acceptance. These practices are not just for those who follow Buddhism. They are universal tools for anyone seeking peace, especially in times of transition. Another powerful aspect of the book is its focus on gratitude. Richmond encourages readers to shift their mindset from loss to appreciation. Instead of mourning the abilities or roles that may fade with time, he suggests focusing on the wisdom, perspective, and relationships that grow richer with age. He also emphasizes the importance of community, reminding us that aging is not a solitary experience. Finding connection with others and sharing life's journey brings strength and comfort. Aging as a spiritual practice is not about escaping reality or pretending aging does not come with difficulties. It is about finding balance between acceptance and action. By approaching later life with awareness and purpose, we can replace fear with clarity, loneliness with connection, and resistance with inner peace. This book serves as a guide to facing aging not just with patience, but with a sense of reverence for the experiences that shape us along the way. Book number 5, The Happiness Curve, by Jonathan Rauch. For many, middle age can feel like a period of emotional decline. Society often portrays aging as a slow descent, but research tells a different story. The Happiness Curve by Jonathan Rauch reveals a surprising truth. Happiness tends to dip in midlife, but as people move past their 50s, life satisfaction naturally begins to rise. Rauch, a journalist and researcher, explores why this pattern appears across cultures and economic backgrounds. He combines personal stories with psychological and economic studies to explain why people often feel a sense of dissatisfaction in their 40s and early 50s. Even those who have achieved success, stability, and strong relationships can experience an emotional slump during this phase. The key insight is that this dip is not a personal failure. It is a predictable shift in how the human brain perceives life and expectations over time. The book explains that as people age, they naturally begin to let go of unrealistic ambitions and social comparisons. Instead of constantly striving for the next achievement, they find greater joy in relationships, experiences, and a sense of purpose beyond personal gain. This shift leads to an increase in contentment, gratitude, and emotional stability. Rauch emphasizes that those who embrace this natural transition, rather than resisting it, experience the greatest sense of well-being in their later years. Beyond theory, the book offers practical strategies for navigating this transition. Rauch encourages readers to reframe their expectations, cultivate deeper connections, and focus on meaning rather than status or material success. He also highlights the importance of self-compassion, reminding people that feeling unsettled in midlife is part of a larger emotional journey that ultimately leads to greater happiness. The message of The Happiness Curve is both reassuring and empowering. Instead of fearing aging, this book shows why the later years often bring more joy than expected. By understanding this natural pattern, people can navigate midlife struggles with more confidence and look forward to the years ahead with optimism. Book number 6, Younger Next Year by Chris Crowley and Henry S. Lodge. Aging is inevitable, but decline is not. Younger Next Year by Chris Crowley and Henry S. Lodge challenges the idea that growing older means losing vitality. This book presents a science-backed approach to maintaining physical health, mental sharpness, and emotional well-being well into later life. Lodge, a physician, explains the biological mechanisms behind aging and how lifestyle choices can slow down or even reverse many of its negative effects. He reveals that much of what people assume is caused by aging, such as muscle loss, chronic pain, and fatigue, is actually a result of inactivity and poor habits. The human body is designed to move, adapt, and thrive when given the right conditions. Crowley, a former lawyer who transformed his own health following Lodge's principles, serves as a living example of what is possible. Through his perspective, the book becomes more than just a medical guide. It is a personal and motivating call to action. The authors outline simple but effective habits that can help anyone stay active, strong, and mentally sharp. The core message is clear. Exercise is the closest thing to a miracle drug for aging. Regular physical activity, particularly strength training and cardiovascular exercise, can significantly improve mobility, mood, and overall longevity. The book also emphasizes the importance of eating whole, nutritious foods, maintaining strong social connections, and engaging in activities that bring purpose and joy. Unlike many health books that focus on rigid routines, Younger Next Year is practical and realistic. It acknowledges that no one is perfect, but small, consistent changes can make a lasting difference. The authors encourage readers to think of aging not as a slow decline, but as an opportunity to build a lifestyle that keeps them feeling younger, stronger, and more engaged in life. This book is not about turning back the clock. It is about making the years ahead as fulfilling as possible. By taking control of health and habits now, the future can be filled with more energy, mobility, and enjoyment than many ever imagined possible. Book number 7, Successful Aging by Daniel J. Levitin. Aging is often associated with decline, but science tells a different story. Successful Aging by Daniel J. Levitin explores the latest research on how the brain and body evolve over time, revealing that many of the negative stereotypes about aging are misleading. With the right approach, the later years can be filled with growth, purpose, and cognitive strength. Levitin, a neuroscientist and psychologist, examines how the brain adapts as people age. He challenges the idea that mental sharpness inevitably fades, showing that certain cognitive abilities, such as wisdom, pattern recognition, and emotional intelligence, actually improve over time. He explains that while some memory functions may slow down, the brain remains highly adaptable. Engaging in new experiences, learning new skills, and maintaining strong social connections can keep the mind active and resilient. The book also explores the role of lifestyle choices in brain health. Diet, exercise, sleep, and stress management all play crucial roles in maintaining cognitive function. Levitin provides evidence-based strategies to support long-term brain health, emphasizing that it is never too late to make positive changes. He also examines the psychological aspects of aging, discussing how mindset influences longevity and overall well-being. One of the most important takeaways is that aging does not have to mean limitation. Many people assume that certain activities or goals become unrealistic with age, but Levitin highlights examples of individuals who continue to learn, create, and contribute to society well into their later years. He argues that a fulfilling life is built on curiosity, adaptability, and purpose, not just physical or cognitive ability. Successful aging is a powerful reminder that the way people approach aging makes a significant difference in their experience of it. By understanding how the brain works and adopting habits that support long-term health, the later years can be among the most rewarding and enriching stages of life. Instead of seeing aging as something to fear, this book encourages embracing it as an opportunity to continue growing and thriving. Aging is not just about the passing of time. It is about how we choose to live each day, how we care for our minds and bodies, and how we shape the years ahead. Each of these books offers a different perspective on what it means to grow older with purpose, wisdom, and vitality. From rethinking medical care to embracing mindfulness, from unlocking the secrets of longevity to keeping both the body and mind strong, these books provide practical tools and deep insights to help make the later years not just longer, but richer and more fulfilling. The most important lesson is that aging is not something that happens to us. It is something we take an active role in shaping. The choices we make today influence the quality of life we experience tomorrow. Whether it is prioritizing health, shifting our mindset, or finding new sources of joy and meaning, every small decision adds up to a future that feels more vibrant and rewarding. Which of these books spoke to you the most? Have you read any of them? Or is there another book that changed the way you see aging? Share your thoughts in the comments. Let's continue the conversation and learn from each other's experiences. If you found value in this video, make sure to subscribe for more insights on aging well and living fully. Hit the like button if this inspired you, and share it with someone who could benefit from these ideas. Remember, the best years are not behind you. They are the ones you choose to make the most of. See you in the next video.